I ain't seen in Genesis 49 until the tribe of Shabazz, I'll say.
Wrong answer.
Until the tribe of the nation of Israel. I mean, Islam. I ain't seen that in there in Genesis 49. Ain't no last day prophecy for the tribe of Shabazz, is it? So who was Moses talking about?
Ishmael and none of his tribes take the mountain.
No.
It wasn't in Horeb. It wasn't in the great assembly.
Let's get it. Go ahead, Malcolm.
Like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I command him.
Right.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him.
Now these next three verses are very important. Go ahead, man.
Verse 20, but the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die.
Y'all see that? The prophet that come and speak a word in his name, the name is these 66 books, that he has not commanded, that prophet got to go. Let's keep going.
And if thou say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord hath not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord hath not spoken, but the prophet has spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him.
Understand what that's saying clearly. It's saying basically, you got all these false prophets out here. People talking about it's a prophet at our church. They ain't going to tell you the day nor hour, because the script tells us to write it down. Mark it down if you got a word from the Lord, a vision. All throughout this Bible. Habakkuk 2nd chapter. All of it.
Not only that, Hebrew, you got a lot of prophets out here that's been setting dates on certain events.
Right.
And then that date pass, and then they fade to obscurity.
See, now, if we were still under iron, they wouldn't be doing this.
Right.
Because that means stoned to death. But Christ said just don't even fear them if they're making these false prophets, because they need it. When you got a prophet in church, they'll come to you and they'll say, yeah, they sizing you up. It's called a cold or a hot read. You know, they looking up. Okay, jewels on. What is them? Some Gucci shoes. Must be a cook here. But they ain't wearing them to a plantation. Okay. Yeah. The big deal are you dealing with? You and him had to get it straight. Now you straight. You know I'm a drug dealer. She done ran your clothes.
Right.
You got a black eye over here. And that man you with, he gonna stop with his hands on you. And what's his name? And you tell him right up front with him. See that? Come on, it's common sense. I mean, all they doing is cold and hot reading. You want to know so bad you are helping them understand. Right. And what they're doing is they ain't doing it. They doing that what's called that snap language or that snap identity. It's like, you know, some comedians say there's famous comedians you know them right off, and then there's snap comedians. You be like, ain't you John? Yeah. No, man, I ain't him. So what they doing that snap famous on you, like prophets, like they're guessing and you give them the rest of the information that you want to hear because you want to hear it. The bottom line is, if you know who it is or what his job gonna be. My mom told me the other day, they say, yeah, this boy gonna get a job. I'm like, did they say where? Right. That's the bottom line. A job may be around the corner, but they need to tell you where and what does the Most High have for you. If we read these scriptures, Most High tells you what you got for you. What is this prophet coming to do? What is she coming to say? The scripts say John the Baptist was the last prophet. Everything else is precious to the king. If they are not prophesying for you the message to shed this word to another nation or another group of people to bring them into the fold, it's a false prophecy. What do you want to hear? I see something in your future. That job you always been wanting. That job may be something that you ain't supposed to have. I want to be a paper chaser. You see that?
That's called deductive reasoning.
That's all it's called, yeah. Y'all, but the Most High say write it down, mark it down. But what I want to get to is 1 Samuel 28. And this is what happened. Now, this is why I went to Deuteronomy 18 first, is because this is going to seem like this, and this makes people say that, okay, this was necromancy. That wasn't Samuel, that was a demon. But we're going to show you that the Most High has, and he is the only one with the power of resurrection. Satan can't have the power of resurrection. He ain't never had it. He ain't never been able to call up nothing but his buddy, his demons. And they don't side with Christ.
Right.
They side against Christ. Every time. If you see, I saw my mother, what she tell you? She said she was watching your game and just keep it up. That wasn't your mom. Ain't nobody ever came back from the dead to tell you to have a good time in this life. Just keep on doing what you're doing and I'm watching you. Well, if you watching me, what's going on in the kingdom where you supposed to be? Have y'all ever heard any of them tell you what's going on in the kingdom? And Abraham was dying. And I saw Isaac. You ain't gonna believe. Isaac looked just like Uncle Jimmy. Why they always talking about what's going on in this world and this world gonna perish?
Why you looking back? I know why you ain't going back?
Right. Let's get it. First Samuel chapter 28. Yeah. First Samuel got a good hour.
It's 6.
It's 6?
Yeah.
Wait.
Verse 6. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not.
See, the Lord didn't answer Saul if y'all read all this because the Lord told him, go up and knock everybody out in this land. I mean, kill everybody. Women, children, man, beast. Kill everybody and everything. Well, they left this one king alive because him and Saul was kind of buddies. Amalek, they left him alive. And the Most High said, I said kill everybody. You keep commandments, don't you? 3, there's a time to kill. There's a time to heal. The Most High said, I want everything wiped out. Amalek your partner, but he ain't a friend of mine.
That's right.
I want everything gone, so they left alive. Saul tried to blame it on other people. Well, I told them to kill everybody, but they saved him alive. Why? Maybe he was issuing a few crumbs through the back door. Whatever it may be, but they left him alive. Keep reading.
Neither by dream nor by Urim.
Back that up. Read it over here.
And when Saul inquired of the Lord, the Lord answered him not. Neither by dream nor by Urim, nor by prophet.
Right.
Then said Saul unto his servant, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit.
Now hold it right there. It says the Lord didn't answer him by dream, nor did he answer him by vision. We got Acts 2, and then we got Joel 3. So we're going to hit both of them. But dreams and vision, the Most High is telling us what's going to happen in the last days. You're going to go ahead.
No prophets on that, Drew, and hit that Hebrews 1:1.
No doubt. Put Hebrews 1:1.
Then no prophet, that's how he spoke to us.
Right. So
We read in Deuteronomy 18.
that's right. So this is how he speaks to us. It says, nor did he speak to him by Urim or Thummim. So what these two things are, if you look these up in any dictionary, Bible dictionary, tell you it was a device that the priest used. It was almost like a crystal ball, but it wasn't. So this is what I'm telling you, there's no imagination. This is what we got to understand. We got to be careful when we say, what's the origin of anything? The origin of everything is Christ and his Father. See, Satan takes these same things and use them for wickedness. So a crystal ball were used by the prophets called Urim and Thummim. Look that up. Give me that right here. Urim and Thummim.
To answer what you said too, that's how Joseph revealed himself to Benjamin in the book of Joshua when he had this. After they sent the sons back and said, "Y'all got another." Y'all got another brother at home.
Right.
And then they ended up bringing Benjamin back. And that's when he had the other brothers over there eating. But he had Benjamin sitting at the table with him eating his own brother. And he showed him what his daddy taught him. He said, you got to be my brother.
Absolutely.
That's how he revealed himself.
And not only that, but they cast lots. Then they cast lots to see who was going to take Judas Iscariot's place. Lots was even 2 sticks with marks on them. And they threw them down, whichever way it fall. All lots were dotted blocks, or what we call dice today. But see, what happened is when we cast lots today, somebody get killed for $2 or $3. Or we go to the boat. And what happened is the Most High, this is why he said don't get into that. Because if you start trusting these things for your own benefit or for your own gain or your own wealth, it's not to seek the word of the Lord. You casting this for your own. Maybe I pulled them up last night on that casino. Wore them out on the boat. Hit them for $5,000.
Going back tonight.
So how much more do they owe you? Because you only promote what you won. You ain't promoting what you lost. So what we're talking about is Satan has no imagination. This is not the beginning of anything. What Satan does is take the same devices and put them in the hands of a wicked servant and say, now call up my prophets, my angels, my demons. And that's what you end up doing because he teaches you his doctrine of how to call them up. Satan's crystal ball has a different set of words. You take 2 frog legs. You take the heel of a wolf. You take the teeth of a German shepherd. And you put them together, you rub them, and you rub them between your secret parts, and then you'll see something coming up. It's called the Book of Shadows.
Yeah. Granny's cooking.
Oh, Granny's cooking. However it is. What he's taking is what the Most High used to use for his wickedness. Satan ain't thought these wicked things up. The origin of everything is the beginning of the Father. Satan's imagination is turning what Christ used for righteousness into wickedness. Now, if you want to say the origin of when he started using Christ's word deceitfully, then say that. But don't make him the inventor of something because you're going to have this problem when they ask you, well, why is this in the Bible?
Exactly.
Explain that to me. Ain't that the same thing? What? You got Urim and Thummim yet? What it say?
Bible dictionary.
What it say?
Urim and Thummim. It says objects not specifically described, perhaps stones placed in the breastplate of the high priest, which he wore when he went to the presence of the Lord.
Right.
And by which he ascertained the will of God in any important matter affecting the nation. It is uncertain what they were or what they looked like or how they were used. One theory is that they were used as the lot and cast like dice. The manner of their fall somehow revealing the Lord's will. Another theory is that they served as a symbol of the high priest's authority to seek counsel of Yahweh, God's will being revealed to him through inner illumination. They are first mentioned in the scripture with no explanation.
Right.
Exodus 28:30.
They're used with no explanation. So there ain't no way for you to use because it's meant for only the high priest and different things to use. Close to God. So y'all, we have to clearly understand if you go to somebody that's using it on the regular, you are going to do what we just about to read what Saul went and did when the Lord didn't answer him by this. Saul knew he was the king. He knew how the Lord would deal with him. Dreams, visions, and by these type things and prophets. All of them failed him and wouldn't answer his question. So now he said, let me seek out. Just like if you tell somebody, look, man, you just need to get your head in them scriptures and find out, man, I'm just troubling me. Get in that word and pray to God. Well, they don't want to get in that word. What they get into? The phone book. And guess who in there? Smile. To the pair of hands like this, Miss Rudolph, Miss Leo, or the prophet, or whoever they be. Palm reader. And there you go. And the first thing they do is, you got any money?